today we have some delicious chocolate chip banana muffins. These are super delicious and super easy to make, so stay tuned if you're interested and enjoy. Alright guys, for this recipe, here's a few things you'll need. So you'll need a muffin baking pan and some baking sheets. So I have here the mini ones, so I'm going to be making some mini muffins. So you can have the bigger ones too. It really depends on what you want. You'll need some flour. So this is about 1.5 cups of flour, 2 eggs. I'm using some chocolate chip. I'm using about a 1/2 cup of sugar. It really depends on the portion that you're making, so you might want to gradually add your sugar just so you don't oversweet your batter. Old or fresh ripe bananas. So these are great ways to utilize your bananas if they're getting old. This is about a 1/3 cup of melted butter. I have here 1 teaspoon of baking powder. I have here some cinnamon sugar and about a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And last but not least, a little bit of vanilla extract. Now we can move on. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is go ahead and preheat your oven to about 400 degrees. And then you're going to go ahead and peel your bananas now. So this is like a great little dish if you have some old bananas and you don't want to waste them. It's pretty good. Alright, and with my potato masher, I'm going to go ahead and mash these up. The riper the banana is, the better, because they're sweeter and it's easier to mash. Alright, so after I'm done mashing all my bananas, I'm just going to go ahead and add the smallest bit of vanilla extract. Not too much. And then I'm just going to add all my wet ingredients at this point. So I'm going to add my butter. I usually crack my egg in something separate just in case if one is bad, I don't ruin my entire batter, because that would really suck. And then with my whisk, I'm just going to whisk this together nicely. Just combine all of that before I add my dry ingredients. And while I'm whisking this together, with my chocolate chip, what I'm going to do is add just about 3 tablespoons of my flour. And this is just to coat the chocolate chip so that they don't sink to the bottom of my mixture, and they can just they can basically be distributed evenly. So these are just going to coat them a bit, and I'm going to set this aside. Wow, you just want to whisk this for about a minute just to break up some of that banana and to combine all your wet ingredients together. Alright, so I'm all done whisking. That looks really good. Now you go ahead and just slightly taste your batter. So my bananas are pretty sweet, so I've actually reduced my sugar to about 1/3 of a cup, but I'm just using half of that, as you can see. You can I really recommend you gradually add your sugar depending on the portion you like, because I personally don't like my pastries too sweet. Alright, next I'm going to add my cinnamon sugar. This is optional. This is only because I find that it gives the chocolate that little bit of pop, but you don't have to use this. I'm going to go ahead and add my salt. So my 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then my 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And now I'm going to go ahead and add my flour. And then you want to just carefully whisk this in. Slow and steady. You don't want to spill too much of your flour out there. And then you just want to beat this together. If you find that's a little bit thick, just add a teeny bit of water or milk. Alright, so I whisk this for a good 2 minutes. So as you can see, it's pretty good. If you want it smoother than this, you can use an electric whisk or blend it. This is pretty good. So after I'm done, we're not done whisking just yet. You can go ahead and add your chocolate chips. Alright, so after you've added those, you can go ahead and whisk this again for at least another minute or so, and then you could get your tray ready. I put a little butter on my trays before I put these in, because you know when they puff up, I don't want them to stick. I want them to come out easily. So we're just gonna whisk this. Alright, so my batter is all done. So now I'm going to go ahead with my small ice cream scooper here. And you just want to gradually and gently just start scooping your batter in each little I think I'll just use a baby spoon for these. So after you've filled all your spaces, you want to go ahead and pop this into your oven for about 15 to 18 minutes. At the 15-minute mark, you want to just, if you have a little toothpick, just poke in the middle or a knife. And then if it's wet when coming out, it still needs a little bit more time. But if it's dry when you pull it out, then it's finished. And then you're done. And as you can see, I have a good few batters to go. Alright, so you guys have already seen the finished dish. Don't be afraid to try out this recipe. It is super delicious if you are a banana lover. So I will see you guys for the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!